If you're searching for Virginia debt relief, you've probably seen a dozen ads promising to wipe out your debt fast. But here's what those ads won't tell you. Virginia debt relief isn't some one-size-fits-all, and picking the wrong one could cost you years and thousands of dollars. So today, I'm breaking down the two most common options so you can figure out which one actually fits your life. Hi, I'm Rob, a financial coach for more than 20 years, helping people navigate credit card debt, repayment, and credit recovery. I know how confusing debt can feel, especially when you're trying to sort through conflicting advice online. So I'm here to help you cut through the noise and finally feel confident about your next step. Here's the truth about credit card debt. Most people didn't get into debt because they were careless. They got into debt because life happened. Medical bills, job loss, divorce, it all just piles up. For most people, the two main paths forward are debt settlement and debt consolidation. And which one works for you depends on your credit and your income. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer sense of which option best fits your situation. How much credit card debt does the average person really carry? If you're in Virginia, the number might surprise you. Virginians seeking debt relief carry an average of over $17,000 in credit card debt. And Virginia ranks 11th in the country for household debt to income ratio, which means a lot of people are stretched very thin. But here's what's interesting. It's not just younger people struggling. Adults between 51 and 65 carry the highest balances, over $18,000. So if you're embarrassed about your credit card debt, don't be. You're far from alone. But you know what matters more than those numbers? What you do next. Now, there are two options that stand out, and picking the right one depends on your situation. Debt settlement is a process where creditors agree to accept less than the full balance owed. In most cases, it starts with stopping payments and setting money aside instead. Once you've saved enough, you or a company working on your behalf offers your creditors a percentage of what you owe. If they accept, you pay that amount and the debt is considered paid in full. But look, I won't sugarcoat this. Stopping payments does affect your credit score in the short term. But for many people I've worked with, that temporary dip is worth it to finally get ahead of their debt. Most people in professional programs clear their debt in 2 to 4 years. But debt settlement isn't for everyone. If your credit is still decent and you have a steady income, there is a different path. Debt consolidation sounds simple. You just combine everything into one payment. But there is a catch that most people don't realize until it's too late. Debt consolidation means combining multiple debts into one new loan, ideally at a lower interest rate. You use that loan to pay off your cards and then make one monthly payment. But here's the catch. To get a low enough rate to make this worthwhile, you need a decent credit score. If your score is already dropped due to missed payments, you might not get approved or the rate won't save you very much. So ask yourself, is my credit strong enough for a genuinely lower rate? And do I have a steady income? If yes, consolidation might work. If not, settlement might be the better fit. If you're exploring debt relief options, don't overlook these three alternatives. One of them might be a better fit than you think. Hardship programs are offered directly by creditors. They might pause your payments, lower your rate, or modify your terms. It's definitely worth calling because they'd rather work with you than lose you. Credit counseling is another option. A nonprofit counselor can help you budget and set up a debt management plan if you can pay off your debt in 3 to 5 years. And then there's bankruptcy, a legal process that's not right for everyone, but for some, it's the fresh start they need. Now, Virginia has its own rules, so make sure you talk to a professional. This isn't legal or financial advice, so be sure to consult an expert about what's right for you. So here's the bottom line. If your credit is solid and you can get a low rate, debt consolidation might simplify things. But if you're carrying more credit card debt than you can manage and need real relief, debt settlement could help you pay less and get out faster. The best Virginia debt relief option is the one that matches your situation. And now you know enough to decide. Now, if this helped, hit subscribe and tap the bell. And if you want to talk through your specific situation, head to freedomdebtrelief.com. You are not alone in this, and you don't have to figure it out all by yourself. Thanks for watching.